Hey everyone, Codex here. So today what we're gonna do is take a brief look at Solana's price movement, and we'll try to go over what has been happening in the last couple of days as the trend has been really confusing. So if you guys like the content, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course make sure to join the Patreon account. So until a day ago, Solana has actually been doing much better recently, and it has actually gone up from this area which we covered in a previous video. We have been getting some upward pressure simply because Bitcoin has gone up, and it has indeed had 6 daily green candles in a row. But as the CPI news came out 2 days ago, and as the real inflation numbers were much higher than the forecast, the market reacted like it usually does. We ended up retracing back down and pretty much wiping out most of the progress we had. Now, we actually made a video 2 days ago discussing how the market tends to perform after every bearish CPI release, and fun fact, the price tends to be bearish for several weeks afterward. And this is why I would say that being cautious right now is very important. Jumping in blindly thinking that the CPI release effect is completely over might have brutal results. Look, in all honesty, pretty much no one has a clue of what's happening. I mean, if you've been around for some time now, you'll probably notice that every day you'll see most influencers or YouTubers telling you that the bottom is in and that you should buy because you're in crypto. If you don't buy every minute, if you don't trade every minute of your life, you're not even living. But the next day, the price drops again. And for us right now, nothing has really changed with Sol. We have been in the same range, up and down, pretty much moving sideways, we could say. And also, what we are experiencing now is really similar to what Sol did last year in the bull run. If we go back in time, we can notice that Solana spent a significant amount of time moving between this resistance and this support. And there weren't any high volatility actually, and things only took off when Sol managed to break above this area, which back then marked the resumption of the bull rally. And so right now, I don't see why things should be completely different than back then. Now, if we take a look at the KDJ on the weekly time frame, we can see that the black line is still below 20 and it's not going up yet. Yes, it's moving sideways, it's horizontal, but we want it to go up. We also don't have a bullish cross yet between the orange and blue lines, and that's what we are basically waiting for. Every time Solana has gotten a bullish cross on this indicator on the weekly time frame, which by the way happened 7 times throughout Sol's history, we ended up experiencing a decent uptrend. Looking at the Phoenix ascending indicator right now, which is basically another momentum indicator, I can tell you that the buying pressure isn't there yet for us to see any rally. Usually, we want to see an increase of the buying pressure, and that tends to be shown when the blue LSMA 100 RSI trend above 50, and at the same time the lines need to be somewhat vertical. They need to be going up at a very fast rate. If you look here, for example, you can see that the red line was actually going up at a very fast pace, and that's because the buying orders were coming in one after the other, whereas now we don't have the same market conditions and the same amount of orders piling up. Look, since we started making bearish videos back at the end of last year, I don't remember saying that the bottom is in for once. And it's not because I don't want to share my opinion. It's simply because the market still seems bearish to me. And I don't want to be misleading to anyone. And I don't want you to lose your money based on my prediction. So, as I said, I still think that the market is bearish. The downward pressure is still very strong, especially on the higher time frames such as the weekly and the 3 days time frame. We'll see how things develop from here, especially for Sol. Thanks for sticking by till the end. Join the Telegram group if you're interested, of course, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.